Hi, thank you for joining me today. I'm Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado. Today I get the pleasure of showing you a pre-owned 2019 Tiffin Wayfarer. This is a beautiful unit in very good shape, and we have it at a great price to start your summer camping adventures. I'm going to show you as much as I can on the specs of this thing, but beginning with, we of course have this built on a Mercedes chassis. This is a 2019, so we still have that 6-cylinder diesel turbo engine. This has 188 horsepower, and I have to say these are one of my favorite units to drive. They have a really nice get-up on them. They get really good gas mileage for an RV. I'm gonna quote you at 18 to 20 miles per gallon. Of course, that's gonna depend on what you've got loaded in here and what you're towing, but just know you can tow 5,000 pounds here. So a boat, a small vehicle, some Harleys, whatever it is you want to take along to have fun with, you can tow quite a bit here. But I have to say, I sell a lot of these Super Cs on the Mercedes chassis, but I really like the way Tiffin has spec'd these out. Starting with full body paint, and this one has an exceptionally pretty paint job, I have to say, with the bright light colors. We've got a little bit of a, I would call it a light teal with a taupe color here, and it's just absolutely beautiful, timeless, and it's nice and bright and easy to keep clean. The next thing I want you to notice is that we have an outdoor entertainment center, and not all of these Cs have this going on. So we've got a Furrion soundbar as well as an LG flat screen TV. You can pull this out and tilt it to wherever it's most comfortable for you to be watching it. You may notice that we are under a very nice awning, and that's how I would watch it. In the summertime outside camping, put some little chairs out here, or just keep the kids entertained while you're outside grilling or just having fun at the lake. I'll show you some of the storage as we go around. This one has some 110 outlets there for you to plug in. If you wanted to put some, I don't know, music or maybe an induction cooktop, something like that, you can do that quite easily. Moving around, we do have dually tires in the back. That's going to help you get a little bit more traction when you're trying to go uphill or things like that. You may notice that there's no wheel cover there. We do have brand new wheel covers ready to put on with the purchase of this unit. So they're going to be really beautiful when it leaves the lot. Over here we have a diesel. This is a Cummins Onan diesel quiet generator, 3200. The benefit of having a diesel generator rather than a propane is that you can stay out camping longer because it pulls straight out of your diesel tank in the front there. So once you get to your campsite, you can use quite a bit longer than if you're trying to use propane, which you're using for your cooktop and other things. So really nice to have that upgrade there. Another storage bay, and this one happens to have a quick connect for your LP. So if you wanted to put a little grill out here, you can quickly hook that up there. And there's of course a little place for you to stick that through here. You can see that little outlet there. And then we have a huge pass-through storage bay right above it here. And when we go inside, you'll see that this is under the bed situation. So when you're inside, you can get to some of this storage from under the bed. And we of course have a little bit of extra parts in here from the previous owner. That's to me a sign that they are very thoughtful, that they wanted you to have some extra parts that they had around. And you'll see when we go inside, we still have all the manuals in here. We have all the parts for our central vacuum in here, and it's been very well kept, meaning it's not banged up. They took really good care of this unit, so pride of ownership. On the back here we have your backup camera, and that can be kept on so you can keep an eye on whatever you're towing, or it will just turn on the monitor in the front cab area when you put it in reverse. Now another thing that this coach has that a lot of these little Cs don't have is side view cameras, and I'll show you those when we get inside as well, but a little bit of an extra safety feature there. This is that 5,000 pound towing hitch receiver. And then we do have our 7-way pin connector here already set up, so you don't have to add that later on. That's for brake lights of whatever you're towing. Over here we have the other side of that storage bay that we've already seen. And then down here, this is going to be your 30 amp cord for when you are at a park. You can use the power there. But we do have plenty of power on board here for when you're dry camping as well. Just a side note, we also have a surge protector with a transfer switch already inside here, so you don't have to buy that extra piece if you are going to be going to campgrounds. Real quick, I don't know if we can see it here, but we do have solar on the top of this unit. And that was added at the factory, so just another one of the extras that was added to this coach. Here's your wet bay. We do have a whole house water filter back there, as well as a shower out here. You can spray off your kids or your dog or your husband, whatever is going on out there. We also have a flush for your black tank to help that keep that smelling fresh for you. Also, cable hookup for the parks and your water pumps, which is right here in a handy position. This is where your dumps are. Of course, you're going to take your black out first, and then you'll dump your gray, and that's also going to help with that rinsing. But this tank should stay nice and fresh with that extra component of being able to wash that out. And here's your propane tank. So easy to fill right here. Over here, I love that Mercedes does this. So you can't get to your fuel tank without opening the driver door. That means nobody can be taking it out or putting something in there without your approval. We do have 24.5 gallons of diesel here. And then I'll show you under the hood real quick. I love that Mercedes puts this step here for us to be able to reach that windshield and get it real clean when we're at the gas station. And then up here, I wanted you to get a good shot of this. This is another indication that this previous owner took really good care of this. It's nice and clean in here. It's been well serviced. Your depth fill is easy to access, your oil, windshield wiper fluid, etc. And you can hear that purr of that diesel engine. It's just such a nice sounding, nice driving coach. There we go. All right, I think we're ready to go inside this beautiful, this is the 24TW Wayfarer floor plan. And what that means is we've got twin beds in the back. And right here at the entry, a couple of other extras. So we have a central vacuum system, and this is the port that you would plug in those hoses. The hoses are included here. We have them in a bag. And this over here is your hydraulic smart leveler system. So a lot of these C's don't have these. These are actually, they're leveling jacks. They're not just stabilizers. So this is 4 legs that go down. If you're on an uneven place, this will do it for you. You don't have to get out and put this on blocks and make sure everything is level for you. It does it for you. So really nice to have that system. Right here we have your house battery disconnect. You could also turn your step on and off. If you're going in and out a lot and you don't want the step going in and out with you, you can lock it so that it doesn't move around. And then of course we have some of your lights right here at the door, which is really handy. If you're walking out, you can just hit light master rather than going individually through them. And then our awning, extend and retract. I'm going to go ahead and retract that right now. And another cool thing I noticed about this, you don't have to hold it down. It just comes in automatically. A lot of these you have to sit here and babysit it, but this one does it so you don't have to worry about it. Now inside of the coach, I do have the slide in right now. I wanted you to see how much space there is. But the first thing you'll notice is that we have a bed over the driver. So 2 things to notice here. One is that we have a sunroof here, and that can be blocked out with just the push of this button here. So now they've got a nice dark sleeping space if you have guests. We of course have a ladder that attaches right here. But what I like about this is this is on a really easy hydraulic shock here. So I can just put this out of the way if I don't need to use it. And the reason I like that so much is it really opens up the cab area so it doesn't feel like you're in a cave when you're driving. I love having that nice and open for me. So I want you to see real quick before we get into details how much space I have in here when the slide is in. I have tons of room to walk through here, and I can easily get to the bathroom as well as the back bedroom area. I could go take a nap if I wanted to with the slides in. I can get into the refrigerator really easily. So this is really an open floor plan. I love that because sometimes you can't put your slide out. There's not room where you're camped, or you just don't want to. You just want to take a quick nap on the side of the road or whatever it is. So anyway, I'm going to put the slide out right now so you can see how much room we have when we're actually camped. Lots of room, and this really nice wood looking floor. Easy to clean, but it's also a really pretty and timeless color scheme. We also have solid wood cabinets here, which Tiffin does a great job at. So let's get into this kitchen area a little bit more. We have these handles that are also locks. So if you wanted to lock this, you just push that in and it'll lock it into place so you won't have things flying out when you're driving around. But here is what they look like open. Lots of space in there. We have some really solid hinges here. A little bit more room on this one. And then this one is just, it's so Tiffin. They have these really great pull-out pantries that they do. And I just think they're really good quality, but they're also really well thought out. So love that. Over here we have your 2-burner propane cooktop with that built-in splash guard there. Directly underneath we have your convection microwave oven, so you can actually bake in there if you have small enough baking sheets. And then down below we just have a couple of pull-out drawers. Now these come out full extension, which is going to be really handy for every little bit of space to be usable. And then tons of space under this kitchen sink. I think they did a great job with that. Of course, we have your faucet with a sprayer here, and then we have a nice stainless steel bowl sink here. So throughout the coach, we have these MCD roller shades. I want you to see these because they're so much better than blinds. Blinds make a lot of noise, but these just roll right away, but they also do a really great job of blocking out the light. All right, moving to the other side of the kitchen, we've got this really cool Norcold compressor driven refrigerator freezer. Actually, a little bit more space up here for freezing capability. Obviously, this is going to be your living room area. Really nice, cushy sofa. You can hold hands and snuggle on that pretty easy. And then lots of room up here for more storage. This is also where your vacuum components are from the previous owner. So they stored them nicely in that backpack there for you. And then I can lock those because we're done with them now. I also love how Tiffin does these reading lights. They're kind of 1920s looking, but I love them that they can turn around and point in different directions so that you can keep them out of your partner's eyes. So, last thing I wanted to show you in the living room area is that we do have this big flat screen LG TV up here. This does move around, pull out just as the one outside did, or you can point it toward the person that's sleeping in the bunk. So multifunction. And then you just kind of push it back into place. And we do have a DVD/CD player here as well, so nice entertainment options. So we're going to move it back to what makes this so special is this, excuse me, bathroom and bedroom area. So first thing I want you to see is that this bathroom opens up two ways. So the area over here is the toilet and sink area. And you've got this door that slides over so you can have extra privacy. The shower is on this side of the coach. So when you want to have an open bathroom area, you can lock both sides of this off like this. I'm gonna let the camera person get in here so you can get really good shots of it. And actually, I'll open up all the cabinets and show you what's going on in here. We've got some space here for storage and then some here as well. So really nice little sink, toilet area, get ready area. And then I'm gonna step out so you can see the whole shebang at once. So over on this side, we've got your shower. So really clever how they made this so it can be a really big open area, or you can close either side off and two people can be getting ready at the same time. And these doors, of course, they do lock into place with those little things on the ceiling that up here. So pop that one out and then very cool. Back here, we have your bedroom area, of course. I'm gonna start with the storage and then I'm gonna show you how the bed works. So over here, we have a hanging closet. It's really nice and deep. It's different from the one on the other side, so I'll show them individually. This side, we have the same thing, but a little bit smaller. And then directly next to it is where they're hiding your TV. It's in this cabinet here. So I'll pull that out, and this is great for if you're laying in bed at night, you can pull this out. These are the locks for it, so you can release that and move it, tilt it to exactly how you want to see that. And then you just put it away when you're not using it at night. So super clever. And then all the way around, of course, these are storage as well, and they're nice and deep. They're not divided by, a lot of times builders will make dividers in here so you can only put this much space in, but this you can actually put longer items in. And then we have here, here. This is all your manuals from the original purchaser of this unit, so you have everything you need for information on this coach. I love that they kept it all these years, you know. All these years, 2019, but you know what I mean. Over here, we have a bunch of your power systems. So your water heater, your solar charger information, and your generator start and stop here, as well as your cable antenna thing, so you can watch TV over the air here. And then we have a little bit more storage, well, a lot more storage under here in these deep, deep drawers. So there's number one. Number two is exactly the same. And then back here, this is that area that we saw outside. So this storage goes all the way back to either side here. So you can really access quite a bit of outside storage from the inside. But you can keep things that you need right there. The other thing that's hidden in here is what makes this bed into a king. So we obviously have two twins here, but these boards pull out and are just laid on this, I'll try to show you this little lip here on either side. So it makes really a sturdy bed. And then these side pillows complete the bed section. So you have a huge bed back here if you choose, or if you prefer to just stay separate, that works also. And then when you're ready to put the bed away, you just put these pieces here. There are 3 of these pieces to complete the bed, so you're gonna have to use your imagination because I can't do it with the camera guy in here. And then beds made. You can see they kept all the linens for you as well. Really nice coach. We'll go to the chassis section real quick, and I can show you some of the features that we have here. So we of course have the navigation that's built in here to this Mercedes. We also have the ability to use Sirius XM, Pandora, Spotify, etc., as well as just regular over-the-air radio. This is an automatic transmission. Oh, sorry, the door is closing and opening as we're talking, but you'll also notice we only have 37,333 miles on this coach. The other thing, it's really, really clean. We also have these really cool built-in shades in the front, so you don't have to bring those extra shades. These just go across from either side and then they hook together. We also have them in these side windows as well. So I'll show you how that works. These just lock away when you don't need them. But these side ones are integrated here as well. So when you need to get ready for nighttime, those are already there for you. You don't have to go find them in the back or have something floating around that's extra. We also have power windows, power locks, power mirrors. And these seats actually do turn around in the front here. I'm going to try to show you that. Let's see. And you'll see why we have these funny little seats in just a moment. But so these seats can be turned around to make a living area here. If you have more than 2 people that want to visit, this becomes your booster seat because you can see the floor height in the cab area is different than the floor height in the living area. And then you're not sitting in such an awkward position when you're visiting with your friends. So I think that's about all for this coach. It has a lot of extras that have been added to it, a lot of the options from the factory. If I missed anything or if there's something you're curious about, need an extra picture, anything like that, I'm more than happy to answer. Please reach out to me via my phone or email rather than writing a note on the YouTube. I don't always see those in a timely fashion, but I'm more than happy to help. So please reach out to me, Teresa Crawley at Transwest Truck Trailer RV in Frederick, Colorado, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.